What's good, beautiful people? Oh my God, it's been so long. I know it's been 5 years since the last time we had a Food Fellowship episode. We did the black bean burger recipe and y'all showed so much love to that recipe. Honestly, I don't even know why y'all like it. I was like, why is people liking this? I know how to make that recipe so much better. If you guys want to see me do that again, simpler, more efficient, drop a comment down below. But y'all, it's good to be back. And this time, we're going to make the gateway into veganism, into plant-based eating. And when I say gateway, you know how they got gateway drugs? This is the gateway food, fried cauliflower. And we also gonna do fried mushrooms, and we gonna see which one is better. Whew, I'm so excited for this, y'all. This is Food Fellowship. All right, y'all, so we got a cauliflower and we got fried mushrooms. I got king oyster mushroom and I got lion's mane mushroom. And we are going to fry these up, and I'm gonna give you my recipe. And it's super simple and it's a great recipe. See, I have a niece who is a very, very picky eater. My niece does not want vegan food at all, but I know that she loves chicken nuggets. So I fried up some cauliflower and I used the same exact recipe I'm about to give y'all today. And I snuck a couple pieces on the plate and left it in the room. I said, man, just try this. And she's like, man, I don't want to eat no vegan food. I said, man, I'm gonna just sit here. If you try it, you try it. If you don't, you don't. I walked away. She came back into her kitchen with an empty plate. And she said, man, I ain't gonna lie. This is good, but I don't want no more. And I said, all right, fair enough. You tried it, you tried it. Later, she told me that she snuck and got some extra pieces when I wasn't looking. That's how good this recipe is. They say, you're not about to trick me and tell me that cauliflower tastes like chicken. Well, I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that it don't. It ain't gonna have the same texture, but it is gonna taste like it though. But y'all, so we got a cauliflower. I already did the liberties of washing it. So this is what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna chop this off, man. And what we're gonna do, take this cauliflower and we're gonna cut it and break it off into bite-sized pieces, man. We're gonna do bite-sized pieces. You see this piece right here? What I like to do, I cut the stem off, and then a piece like this big, I probably cut that in half. Boom. Set that to the side. Same thing. You just wanna make sure that it's nice, bite-sized pieces. And I cut the stems off because I just want it to be flush. I want the coating of the bread and the flour to be all around it. And I want it to be as similar to a chicken nugget as possible. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do, y'all. We're just gonna cut these stems off and we're gonna cut them into bite-sized pieces. Bite-sized pieces. Probably even cut this one here in half. See? Bite-sized pieces. That's what we're gonna do, y'all. And y'all, I'm so sorry for being away from y'all so long. Just in full transparency, Phat vegan is something that I never saw growing to this magnitude. It was just something that I did for fun, something that I just wanted to do to show people what I ate, because I was the only vegan that most people knew, and they would always ask me, what you eat, what you eat? So I just wanted to show people what I ate. And that's how Phat vegan was essentially born. And then I had the idea to turn it into a television show. And I never knew that it would grow legs the way it did. In all transparency, I love entertainment. Entertainment is my passion, but my deepest passion is music. So it's been really a journey balancing between doing my music and doing Phat vegan. And I'm in a place in life now. I just moved into this new apartment. I'm super excited about it. Man, God's been good. I got me a new car, man. I'm progressing in life. And you know, my music is doing well. I got signed to a record label. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Orlando Jones, the actor.
Cause that's the story of black people in America.
It's my homie. I had a personal relationship with him for a while, and he ended up getting a distribution deal with KMG Distribution, and he ended up signing me. And that's been a blessing as well. So I'm progressing with my music. And you know what? I was like, I gotta do something with Phat Vegan. Phat Vegan is one of the things that I completely own, have complete control over, and I have an audience here, and I have support here with you guys, and I appreciate you guys. And if you can, subscribe to the channel, drop a like, drop a comment. It really helps the channel out a lot. But yeah, I'm like, you know what? I have an audience here, and I need to feed them. I'ma feed y'all, man. And this is food fellowship, baby. And that's what we all about. So I got these bite-sized cauliflowers. You see this? These bite sizes. And I probably could cut this one down a little bit too, because you don't want it to be too big. You want to just get these bite sizes. This one here is perfect. And so let me just push this over to the side. I really hate wasting this. Like every time I throw this away, I feel so bad. I know you can grow more cauliflower with this. I'm just not necessarily in a position to do that yet, but oh, I just feel so bad. Maybe I should try. I'm not gonna save. I'm gonna just do what I do. But y'all look, now we got the mushrooms. So how you do the mushrooms, you can cut them how you want. See, I'm just gonna cut this one. Move this out the side so you can see. I'm just gonna cut this one in half. Boom. And you know what? And I'm gonna just, boom, do it like that. That's how I'm gonna do them. That's just how I'm gonna do those. You know, just keep it simple. Normally I like to get the bigger king oyster mushrooms, but I saw this variety pack that also had lion's mane in it, and I haven't really cooked with lion's mane before, so I figured what would be a better way to do that with you guys for the first time. But I know people do fry lion's mane mushroom, so I don't know. It's my first time working with it, so we're going to see how this does. So I'm gonna just do the lion's mane like that. Bite-sized pieces, bite-sized pieces. You see, everything is in bite-sized pieces. So now the next step, what we're gonna do, you're gonna get your pot, right? And you're gonna put your cauliflower in here. Normally I just do the cauliflower by itself or the mushrooms, but you're gonna boil them. And the reason why you're gonna boil them, you're not gonna do it long, just for them to get just a little soft, because when you fry them and you bite into it, you want it to be a little tender. You don't want to bite into it and you crunching on it and munching on it. It's just not gonna put you in the mind of a chicken nugget. It's just gonna be like I'm eating a fried piece of cauliflower. So if you want to get that tender texture, just boil it for a little bit. So I'm gonna put these on the bottom because they're gonna take a little longer. And I'm gonna just put these mushrooms on top and kind of let those steam. I know last time y'all got on me about using the faucet water for the quinoa, but I ain't gonna, nope, y'all ain't getting on me now. I'm gonna use spring water, but for extra credit, you could use vegetable broth. And I got vegetable broth and I'm gonna use some, but I ain't trying to use up all my vegetable broth because we're gonna boil this just for a little bit and then we're going to pour it out. And I don't wanna waste my vegetable broth. So yes, we're gonna set this on the oven. Go ahead, put that on. Bam! I'm gonna clean this up and I'll be right back.
Bounce it, shake that on the floor. If you real one, let me know. If you body, let it show. This one here for the it's that gullah get you down by the river. Gotta be solid, if not you gon' be found by the river. Where you going tonight? I'm going.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the fun part where we get a little messy. We ain't gonna get messy. I learned how to do this without being that messy. But here's the fun part, y'all. We have flour, breadcrumbs. I find that this is the best way to fry it, to get that nice crispy texture that you want, that crunch. You want it to be able to stick to the cauliflower and the mushroom. This is the best method that I found. So what I did is I took about a cup, use a cup, half a cup, cup and a half of flour, you know, depending on how much you about to fry up. I used about a cup or so, and I used about 2 or 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and I mixed that in there. You can also put your little dab of baking powder in there as well. But cornstarch and the flour is super important because you want it, that coating to be, you know, you just gonna have the maximum amount of crunch. And this is what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna season them. We're gonna season both of these essentially the same way. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with some garlic powder. Oh snap. I had the top on there wrong. I'm about to mess up, y'all. About to be some garlicky about to be some garlicky wings, but you're gonna use some garlic powder. Give you some onion powder. Put some cumin in there. I'm not gonna put no cumin in the breadcrumbs. I do the breadcrumbs slightly different. A lot of people say do it the same exact way, but I know this is the outside coating. I want the inside to taste a little different than the outside. You know what I'm saying? I want the flavors to work together. I don't want it to be too much of the same thing, but that's just me. But you can do however you feel, however you want. Paprika. Paprika is one of my favorite seasonings. Paprika and garlic powder. My favorites, hands down. Boom, 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 boom. Put a little paprika in this bad boy too. Boom, 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 boom. Put some rosemary in there. Why we put rosemary in there? Because we're going for a chicken flavor. And rosemary is really great when it comes to seasoning chicken. Now y'all can also use this recipe to fry regular chicken if you want to. And then we got some Creole seasoning, or you can use Cajun seasoning. We're going Southern style with it, you feel me? We're gonna go Southern style with this one here. Put a little bit of that too in these breadcrumbs. I'm gonna use some of this, some chili flakes, just cause I like a little kick in mine, you know, just a little kick in mine. We're gonna put some mustard in it. Now, you could either use mustard or you could use hot sauce. You just want something to give it a little vinegary type of taste, but I like mustard. And I'm trying to squeeze it out, and I'm realizing that I didn't open this mustard. This mustard is brand new, y'all. Look, I moved into this house. I got some new groceries, all that. You know what I'm saying? New spot, new me, baby. New spot, new me. But yep, gonna get that mustard going. Bounce. Put a little squirt in there, you feel me? It's a little squirt. Then I got some parsley flakes. I'm gonna put the parsley flakes in here. Then last but not least, y'all, we gonna salt and pepper that bad boy. Put a little shout, put a little pepper in there. I'm still figuring out how to use this salt thing, but you're gonna use some salt. You're gonna use some salt and pepper. I hope I ain't just poured too much in there. We're gonna find out. But I like to go a little heavy on the pepper too. That's just me. A little salt, little pepper, you know what I'm saying? All right. Gonna get this here a little mix right here. Mix up these breadcrumbs, baby. You know what I'm saying? Mix up these breadcrumbs, baby. Yes, sir. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And here, now this is what we're gonna do to this. This is gonna be our wet mix right here. Wet mix, dry mix. It's gonna be our wet mix. Preferably, you could use some beer. You could use club soda. Club soda makes it extra crispy. So those are really good to use. I ain't got no club soda. I don't drink no beer, but I'm gonna put some vegetable broth in that bad boy. I just realized this was open. I'm like, dang, did I use this? Oh, apparently I did. Thought I just bought this. But you don't want to put too much. Just put a little to start. Stir it around. It's gonna be clumpy. See how clumpy that is? That's fine. You just want to pour a little bit at a time because you want to make sure you get it to the right consistency and texture. You want it to be sticky. Because this is a vegan recipe, we're not going to use any egg. But if you're a vegetarian, you would put an egg in here because that also helps keep things together if you want to. Or you could use chickpea fava, which I do have some of, but I'm not going to use it because I haven't been using it as I make this recipe, and I'm going to just keep it to how I've been doing it lately because it's been working. You see, it's okay if it's a little clumpy. You just want to be on the safe side, and we're just going to put a little bit of the liquid in there until we get it to the consistency and texture that we want. We're almost there, y'all. Almost there. And also, it's better if you have a whisk. I ain't got no whisk, so I'm using a fork. Use what you got. Ladies and gentlemen, I never claimed to be a professional chef. I'm just a guy who loves food. And I just mess around in the kitchen so much, I figured out how to make things taste how I want to. Y'all let me know what y'all want me to make next, man. If y'all want me to revisit that black bean burger recipe like I told y'all, drop a comment, let me know what y'all want me to make next. I'm gonna just start off with my favorites. And we mixing it, we mixing. See how it's looking now? We mixing it, we mixing it, we mixing. We almost there. Standing in the kitchen on the stove, just water whipping. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's Yo Gotti. I'm from Savannah, Georgia, and we made up a dance to that. Let me know in the comments if y'all want to see the dance. You know what? I'm gonna just do it anyway. If you don't want to see it, you can fast forward. This the water whip dance, y'all. Gotta whip that thing. Whip it. You whip it, baby. Okay, this is about right here. So it's thick. It's thick. It's a little, you see this is perfect. You want it to be just a little loose. You don't want it to be too watery. You want it to be a little thick. Why? Because you want this thing to coat it and stick on it. If you make it too watery, the breadcrumbs will not, and I mean will not, stay on them as easily. But this is perfect. Let's give it a taste. Oh, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be real good. Oh yeah, I'm excited. Ladies and gentlemen, we done boiled the cauliflower and the mushrooms. You see them steaming. It looks good, it smells amazing. Let me just get one of these. Look at that. Just stick the fork right on in there. You see that? Perfect. You're gonna dump that bad boy in there. And see, now we're gonna keep using this fork. Why? Because we don't want to get our hands messy. If you want to get your hands messy, that's cool. And that's your prerogative. But I ain't about to get my hands messy. Toss them around. You see that? Just toss them around. You see that? How it's coated everywhere. This is how you want it. You want it to be coated everywhere just like that. And you just gonna drop it in there. Drop it in there. And what I like to do, I like to just kind of take some of this and just put them on top to kind of give it a head start. Because what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this top on it. And in the words of the great philosopher Andre 3000, we gonna shake it. Look at this. You see that? This is what you want right here. This is what you want. You're just gonna set it on that pan. And we're gonna continue that process. Me being plant-based has been a journey. If y'all want me to do a video on how I became vegan, drop that in the comments. I'll be happy to give you the full story, but it's been a journey. And food, I've had a very interesting relationship with food. I go up and down in my weight. I just want to share my story and my journey when it comes to food and being a plant-based person and even being thrusted into this space of being essentially a spokesman for veganism. And I didn't really realize how impactful Phat Vegan was until I just run into random people on the street and they tell me how much my content means to them, how much it's changed their lives. I have a friend, she became vegan and she started her own business, cooking food, and she's doing extremely well, man. Shout out to Zay, shout out to Geechee Girl Kitchen, and she be doing her thing. But it's just people like her. She's not the only one. There's been a lot of people, even people who are plus size and plant-based, say, man, you know, I really appreciate you making your content because I'm vegan and I don't look like what people would think a vegan looks like. And just seeing someone that looks like me talking about vegan food means a lot. It's interesting. I never really wanted or saw myself being in this position. You know, I only saw myself doing music. That was the only thing I ever wanted to do in my life, but obviously God has other plans. And I used to be frustrated because I was like, dang, how is it that this vegan stuff doing so good, but my music ain't? And it ain't because I'm not good. I'm actually really talented. I wouldn't be sad if I wasn't. It's just that God got bigger plans for me. And I thought that I had to pick and choose, but I never had to pick and choose. I am a music artist, but I am also a person who enjoys vegan food. And I'm also a person who has a voice. And I'm obviously seeing that God is using me and my voice to help people. to show people something different, to give people inspiration and hope. And I'm kind of leaning into that more, and that kind of helps me drive and thrive to be more consistent with doing these types of videos, because the world needs it, man. And even though these recipes aren't new and you can find these anywhere, people are coming to me for them because they resonate with me, and you guys understand my personality, and I really do appreciate that. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you're thinking about this video so far. It really means a lot to me. Your feedback means a lot to me. We have them on the pan. We're gonna pop these in the freezer for about 30 minutes, and then we're gonna fry them up. What's good, y'all? We're going handheld with it. All right. I had these bad boys in the freezer, and they're about right. See that? Nice and frozen. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Spin them around. Make sure every part of it getting fried. Take them out. Got them nice and golden brown. Now we're gonna put some mushrooms in there, y'all. These the king oysters right here. And I think those gonna do a little better because they get fully submerged in there. Beautiful. That's how these lime mains do. Gonna let it do what it do. Fried to perfection, baby. I'm gonna put this back on the tripod and we're gonna try it out. Final product. Do y'all see this? Do y'all? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to try it. Cauliflower versus fried mushroom. Which one is going to take the crown? Which one is better? Let's see. I want y'all to look at this now. This thing is nice and crispy. Look. Oh my God. That's amazing. Cauliflower wing. Next, we got lion's mane mushroom. It's my first time cooking it and working with it. Let's see. I feel like it holds on to the flavor a little better than the cauliflower because that was just everything. It's more moist, almost mushy even. Maybe because I wet it too much. That's almost like eating a mozzarella stick. Last but not least, the king oyster. King oyster is perfect. Super tender, super meaty. If I had to choose between these three, I would definitely have to choose. That king oyster just hit. I love cauliflower now, don't get me wrong. You can't never go wrong with it.
It's your boy Halftime.
But, that king oyster there's just something special about it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been this episode of Food Fellowship. Let me know what you guys think about this episode. Please drop a comment, subscribe, like. Please try the recipe out. Let me know how it turns out for you. Let me know what you might have did different or the same. Also, let me know what you want me to make next. I do, and I will take requests. And without further ado, I just want to say thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, peace.